Welcome to the agenda for 2017. Yes, we're back with a difference. 4 key topics to discuss and a minute only to discuss. With me is Jay Clark from the Herald Sun. Jay, what is the biggest challenge for the Magpies in 2017?
Chris, I'll tell you what's make or break for the Pies this year, and that is clearly the team defence. Now, we know the Pies can score. We know they've got superstars in the midfield, but the thing that will be keeping Nathan Buckley up at night for me is whether he can knit this defence together, this team defence, because 4 out of the first 6 weeks of last year, Chriso, the opposition walked through. They picked apart, they scored 100 points. Carlton round 7 was 99. But the Pies have made changes in this area. So Ben Hart, who was in charge of the portfolio, he moves out. Robert Harvey could be
So it's all Ben Hart's fault then?
Well, no, but Robert Harvey, this could be the making of him as a senior coach. If he can get this team defence like Hawthorn has in the past, like the Bulldogs last year, it's huge. Now, where does the uplift come from? The style, firstly. I think it's not going to be one-on-one. Nathan Brown moves out. He was very sort of one-on-one style defender.
You're saying Brown was selfish?
No, I think they can play more mobile, Chriso, don't be cheeky, as a defence. The Goey going to add some physical pressure down there. Side, bottom, forward half, lay some tackles as well. So Main as well to pick up.
Your minute's up, mate.
I think they've got the tools. I think the Pies can do this. Robert Harvey, it's your job. What do you think?
I want to talk about depth because I've got real concerns that if Ben Reid goes down, I think we're in trouble. Because
So Ben Reid, who hasn't played much of the pre-season, goes down. It's curtains for the Pies, the finals, and for Nathan Buckley.
He played 17 games last year. Yeah. All I'm saying is it's absolutely critical because if you take him out of the defence, I'm not sure what's left. No Frost, no Brown to come in. Henry Shade has looked okay in the JLT series. Yes. But other than that, and yes, maybe Jeremy Howe can play tall. Jonathan Marsh is not an option now. So I'm concerned. And if Ben Reid goes down, I reckon we've got real troubles behind the ball.
Well, and interesting you say that because he's been nursed off that knee surgery last year throughout the pre-season. So he's just played 1 game and they've been really careful. Now, what about the forward half? Because could you say the same thing about Darcy Moore? I mean, Wayne Carey says he's the best young key forward in the game.
Absolutely. I'm tipping Mason Cox to be the big improver, and that has to happen. If Mason Cox can stand up and make a strong contribution along with Jesse White, then I think we're going to be okay.
It's a lot on Ben Reid on your shoulders. Hey, fixture, it's a killer fixture. Let's be honest, Chriso. Not made it easy, Gillon McLaughlin for Nathan Buckley this year. In the first 8 rounds...
What do you mean it's a killer? I mean, the Bulldogs are underprepared first round. Richmond... We always beat Richmond. Yeah. What are you worried about?
Well, in the first 8 rounds, we played 4 preliminary finalists. Collingwood, I should say. 4 preliminary finalists. So it's tough, that first third of the draw. The first 3 rounds. Now, history says, Chriso, if you don't win one of the first 3 games, you can't play finals. That is just
it's all 3 games, it's all over.
And you can put a line maybe through Sydney at the SCG. That's just going to be so tough. So you've got Bulldogs round 1. If you're ever going to get the reigning premiers, Chriso, you've been in footy long enough. When do you want them? You want them round 1. Now, it's going to be in the on-ball area because the Bulldogs are the best stoppage team we've seen in the past 10 years. And we know the Pies have got the cattle in that area. So Bontempelli versus Pendlebury, round 1. Richmond, we know Richmond, I think Collingwood will back themselves to beat them.
Richmond are the type of team that Collingwood, if they're going to play finals, have to beat. That team that, again, is perhaps vying for a top 8 position, have to beat the Tigers. Then all of a sudden you're 2-1 after 3 rounds, mate.
I think I'm picking the Pies round 1 versus the Dogs.
Time's up.
Hey, we've had a couple of predictions.
I want to talk about ball movement though, just before we get to our predictions. Now, ball movement, I have noticed in the pre-season that it's going a lot quicker. The ball is being moved a lot more quickly. It's being moved through the corridor, and it's given our forwards every opportunity. Now, we've averaged, and I know it's only the JLT series, but we've averaged nearly 100 points per game. Last year in the home and away season, it was 86. Again, I know it's only the JLT series, but the signs anecdotally to me are that the ball is being moved a lot quicker, and I think we've got, with the exits and new players in...
Well, Brown, Frost, Williams, Tuvey out. They weren't the best kickers of all time.
No.
Dunn can kick it. He comes in. And Scharenberg, I was at a training session in January, Chris.
Well, he's a wild card.
Bullet to Chris Main on half forward. Get him in the side. That ball movement will really sharpen
Time up, Joe.
Like
Time's up. I want to ask you about your predictions. Where are Collingwood going to finish in 2017?
I don't think they're going to make finals, Chriso. I'll be honest. I think they're 7 to 10.
What, 17?
I think they're in that group. I've got a 9th. I think Melbourne and St Kilda are going to be really hard to beat. So I got a 9th. Look, I think they can win 10 to 12 games. You?
Copeland?
Pendlebury has won 5, will win 6, I think, and he'll join Buckley. Will he be the greatest?
You've gone out on a limb there, haven't you?
Well, he won't say it, but I think he's as fit as he's ever been. And he's the best ball user of the top 50 ball winners. It's not rocket science.
Most improved.
Who do you think?
Most improved. No, come on, get
I
through
like
yours.
Braden Maynard, right? The game is so much about small forwards now.
Braden.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Right, so Braden Maynard, he's the little Luke Hodge. They got rid of Marley Williams. He has a huge load to shoulder back there. Josh Smith a little bit as well. But
most important player.
I think you nailed it, Chris.
Oh, yeah, that'd be right. Yes.
I think Ben Reid.
Changed the graphic.
Ben Reid, as you say, not only aerially as a defender, but he's a quarterback. He uses the footy, Chriso.
Now,
so Ben Reid, as you said, huge load.
Now, I'm not far away from you in terms of prediction. I reckon 8th.
Yep.
Ben Reid, though, has to stand up.
Got him finals.
Best and fairest, Brodie Grundy.
Yep.
This is the year for the Grunster. This is the year where he steps up and actually dominates in the ruck. Most improved, Mason Cox. Big opportunity. Had a taste of it last year. He is the man. He's got it all. He's got the height. He's got the skills now. Bang. Absolutely.
Is he going to play round 1? Yes or no?
Yes. And most important, as you've already identified, Ben Reid. Looking forward to round 1. This is a massive opportunity to take on the reigning premier.
Yep.
And try and take them on and beat them. Wouldn't it be great? That's all for the agenda this week. Hopefully we'll be talking positively about a big Magpie win against the Dogs next week on the agenda.